Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to share the storyline of Zoe and Renata on this interesting Spanish series that just recently got released. And yes, there's only unfortunately for now one season available. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know your opinion down below.
Y dime cuándo te has esforzado. ¿Eh? Te preguntaría tantas cosas. Ahora tengo que hacerlo bien.
Yes, so basically the series is actually a Spanish series, like I said in the beginning of the video. Very interesting. Hopefully there will be a season 2. I feel like it got good enough ratings to get a season 2. And yes, this series is very much queer. There's queerness going on all over the series back and forward. And also it's a sports series. And if you guys know me, I'm really into sports series. I love and enjoy sports movies, especially with queer, content in it. So today I'm here to speak about this series, and it's basically called Olympio. Yes, I will spell that out. It's Olympio, and yes, it is available to watch on the most famous platform I can say right now, Netflix. It has one season available. It is in Spanish, so you will have to basically turn on, subtitles or translations, or watch the double version if you don't speak Spanish. And yes, very good. So basically the series follows, the captain of a national artistic swimming team, a demanding girl who doesn't allow herself to make mistakes. But when Nuria, her best friend, teammate, surpasses her for the first time, she actually ends up questioning a lot of things and just say like, hey, ain't no way you better than me. You must be doing something to get you to this point for you to perform the way you do. So basically the series follows, her incident where Nuria gets, basically disappears, and her best friend trying to find her, but also trying to, basically bring down everybody who's doing the same that Nuria is doing. So there's a whole lot going on. My main focus will not be to discuss, in this case, Nuria and like in the leading text, storyline. It will focus on Zoe, in this case, and Renata. So basically, Zoe is a newcomer to the school. She get forced, to attempt after her best friend passed away in a car accident that Zoe was actually involved with. So she is basically facing legal actions. So she got, basically forced by her parents to attend the school, this athlete school, in order to get her career as a professional going and hopefully help her out in her court case that she has going on, because she is in this case facing, prison time. Yes, she is bi, but I will say she is gay. She is queer in this case. And yes, she actually develops a relationship with Jennifer. I have done a video regarding her and Jennifer's situation, so I will not get into that details. If you guys want to know what happens between her and Jennifer, I will highly recommend watching the other video that I made. I want to focus now on Renata. So who is Renata? Renata is a girl that's already at the academy, if I'm not mistaken, for a while now. She's a runner, and she's been trying to making it as a runner. She's very dedicated. She's very hardworking. She trains every day. She has a strong mentality. But the thing is, she doesn't qualify to run in the Olympics because, of something that she had, because of something that she was born with. So basically she was born with, male testosterones, and she'd be going through a treatment in order to bring those testosterones down so that she can be able to compete. But the treatment is very heavy on her body, and obviously, the competition have told her that she will not be able to compete because of this specific reason. And obviously it's very damaging to her because she sees how much privilege that Zoe have, and she trains 4, 5, 6, 10 times more than Zoe and dedicates her time 4, 6, 7 times more than Zoe, and she still doesn't get, the recognition that she deserves, and Zoe is basically taking her talent, for granted, and not focusing and not concentrating on what she needs to focus on when it comes to, to basically succeeding at this huge opportunity that she gets, and she's basically just taking it for granted. And obviously some way somehow that bothers Renata, because this is what Renata wants to do with her life, and to see someone else taking it for granted when they have the opportunity to succeed and just to get everything so easily does disappoint her, may make her mad. And she's also trying her best to be there for Zoe, to help her, to say, hey, focus, you have been given an opportunity of a lifetime, and you're not taking it serious. But obviously Zoe has her own things that she has to overcome, has her own situations, to worry about when it comes to her family. There's whole things at the academy, her ex being expelled, and just a whole lot going on also from losing her friend in a very tragic way. So she's also dealing with her own issues and traumas. But Jennifer tries her best to be there. In this case, Zoe, and in this case, Renata, she tries her best to be there. But you can also see that she starts to get worried about a lot of things, especially when the coach that was training her for a really long time actually got, fired because of Zoe, because Zoe, she couldn't do her part in a certain situation, and obviously the coach got fired, and you can see that Renata was definitely very, very, very mad at her because that was the only person who could get, what Renata was going through. So Renata basically distanced herself from Zoe, and at the beginning you can see that Renata barely spoke to Zoe. She never communicated to Zoe. She always just looked at her. She was always silent. No words would have come out of her mouth. And obviously, that also intrigued Zoe a lot on why this woman never speaks to me and stuff like that. But later on, you can see that Renata starts to gain some way somehow an attractor towards Zoe. But obviously, she also knew that there wasn't the moment for them to explore anything romantically because she knew that, hey, right now you have a lot going on, I have a lot going on, and even though I do feel like we are attracted to one another and that it might be something here between us, it's just not the best time for us to go ahead and explore it and let things be. Let's just be friends and try to figure out what we have to figure out. And obviously, you guys, as the season progresses, you can see, that, they start to showcase a little bit more Renata, showcasing what she's going through, her battles, and also like how she does have a crush on Zoe and how she do find some attractiveness towards Zoe, but she also knows that, yeah, right now is ain't that time to explore it. But as time progresses, you can basically see that, in this case, Renata, she actually does end up forgiving Zoe because Zoe tries to do the right thing by bringing down the Olympio, sponsorships, and she in this case, Hanata always told her like, hey, I want you to succeed and I want you to win, but I want you to win and succeed fairly. I don't want you to use the cheat code that everybody has been using in order to get there. And when Zoe finally got it, this when Renata have decided to forgive her and just basically open her and support her again, which is super, super cute. So yes, there was a moment there where they almost kissed, they almost shared the moment, but they got kind of interrupted. So like, oh no, but that I feel like there was enough sign for us to know that, if there is a season two, I definitely do feel like it's gonna get explored more. And hopefully it does, and if it doesn't, I do feel like season two will still include queerness because the queerness was definitely giving everything it's supposed to give. So yes, guys, very, very good series. I would highly recommend all of you to go ahead and go watch it. Like I said, it has one season and each season has 8 episodes. Once again, I will repeat the name. It's called Olympio, Olympio on Netflix, and yes, it's a Spanish series, and it's very, very good, like literally very good. I watch every single episode from the beginning to the end, and yeah, if you guys have watched it too, let me know your opinion because I feel like this one is super underrated. Hopefully, as the months goes by, it can grow in popularity, and hopefully in season two, if there is a season two, Zoe and Renata's storyline will get a storyline because I really do feel like they combine very well together. I like the connection that they have going on and just how different they are, but how, interesting they are at the same time. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.